Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this Friday, 04.05.2024. Current time is a late 07:28 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York. That's the southern tier of Upstate New York where I live and reside. Rich Roberts, late to his own show at Fireman Rich over there on X, at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and Blue Skies on the public Facebook. It's the real Fireman Rich, and we are here with the morning coffee. For a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. Good morning, folks. Yes, we are really late. We're over an hour late, hour and a half almost, I guess. Funny thing happened to me as I was coming to the computer desk this morning. I slept in. And once I got up, I wasn't really pushing it. And then all of a sudden, I pushed the start button here about 20 minutes ago. I would have been started at 7, which would have made it an hour late. But I needed an update for my... I wonder if it's because I downloaded that game the other day and I started playing it yesterday on a different aspect. I got a new Battle Royal game. I'm not going to really talk about it, but I'm going to probably broadcast it today. I almost broadcast it last night as far as that goes. And but we are off and started. Let me check the stream here. I know I'm probably encroached. Let's see. Hal's on, Total Dad is on, and Jim Figurity's on. Good morning, guys. That you're on. Let's see. Let's check the volume. Oh, we're only at 390p. Why is that? I wonder if I can change that. Let's see. That's at 360. It should be at 320. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Let's see if the laptop went down to 380. I'm going to just put it at some. It might bug it out a little bit, but let's see what the volume is at. Yep, we got good audio. So that's... I was listening to a broadcaster a couple days ago, and the individual was talking for over an hour. As far as what I got in right about like, good morning, Big Juice. Good morning, Steve from Ohio. Thank you for being here. We're running a little late. We got an ad break in 5 minutes also as we're just starting our day here. I'm starting my weekend early. I slept in. But this broadcaster, I chimed in. I said, "How long is this broadcaster?" Oh my God, it's like I came in right at about like 55 minutes. So I'm watching, and I'm like, "Are they trying to do something?" And it was obvious. They didn't have any volume, so you always have to check your volume. I mean, I see my little thing go up and down and up and down, but I always have I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 different devices up that if I need to I can check my, but the laptop I check the voice on, and you always got to check for your volume as far as that goes, and if you don't, you're doing a disservice to your to the viewers as far as that goes. And let's see. So I thought that was funny, and then I finally had to chime in. I chimed in on a different X account that I have, the TFPFP. That's the Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention X page. And let's see. Okay, I guess that guy is safe. Okay, that guy. So if you're watching on Twitch, thank you for being here, and greatly appreciate it. Those people watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, thank you. There's Jack. Jack has come to join us. So, Rich, how do you make it to fire chief? How many years? And no, I didn't make it to fire chief. Well, I was an acting fire chief, I think, for a little bit, but it's not how many. You got. There's a progression. It's a number of years. You got to have. You can't be a fire chief in 2 years. Let's just say it was 2 years when I was in the service. I became from a hand lineman to a driver. Then it was probably another year after that, my third year. Right in my third year, I started being a crew chief. Okay, so I was responsible for a crew. It wasn't until probably my eighth or ninth year that I was in the Air Force. I was a station captain, so I was responsible for the roster and stuff like that. And but the first time I did fill in assistant, well, I was assistant chief when I was at, and that was after 8 years. 8 years at Wallace Air Station, I was an assistant chief. I had two firefighters under me, so I was technically an assistant chief, a very young assistant chief. And then after that, I was station captain, fill-in assistant chief, and it was probably in my 12th or 13th year, I unexpectedly, okay, this is a rarity, Steve, that I was a fire chief for almost a year at McConnell Air Force Base because Mr. Lawson, just him and the deputy chief, and he just said, Robbie, it's all yours. And so it took him a year to bring in a master sergeant because I was a tech sergeant at the time. So I was an assistant chief for a year at 12 years. So if you have the confidence and the experience and the confidence, I was well, that was an assistant chief now. That was an assistant chief. I was in charge of 35 firefighters. I never made it to fire chief. Fire chief, you got to be up there well over probably 18 to 20 years in the Air Force, and as far as to be a fire chief. Military fire chiefs are a rarity. So when you're chief, do you still go to call? Yeah, you're over. It depends. It depends on the level of the severity of the call. Are they going? Is the fire chief going to go out there for a trash can fire? No. Is he going to go out there when you got a building that's fully engulfed? Yeah, that's a major fire. Yeah. The fire chief puts his trust in those that are under him as far as an assistant chiefs and stuff like that. An assistant chief calls a fire chief up saying, Chief, we need the fire chief is the one that gets all your resources on a major incident. And if it is a major incident, they take over and stuff. So I never made it to fire chief. My very good friend, he's the fire chief down there at Shepherd Air Force Base. And he was geared for it. He said he was going to get out after 4 years. And here it is, some 40-some years later. He was an Air Force military fire chief, and he's also what we call a GS God. He's up there in the rank, and he is a fire chief as far as that goes. And he's a great guy, good guy there. So I never made it to fire chief. I didn't really have a desire. I like to be on. When I got out of the Air Force and I came here to the local area and I joined my local fire department, they wanted to put me in as a captain and assistant chief type level. I said no, I want to be on that because as a fire chief, assistant chief, you can't get in there with the fire hose. You can't fight the fire. You got to stay back. You got to see. You're responsible for the big picture. I just wanted to get in there and fight some fire. But my local fire department, I was for a couple years there, the department chaplain, and then I became a trustee. And then my last couple of years, I filled in as a fire commissioner. I did reach fire commissioner. Fire commissioner is nothing like a fire chief and stuff. You just do budget things. It's bureaucracy. It's just budget stuff. So, but that's a whole long time ago as far as that goes. So good question there, Steve. Which he's probably in the commercial. Let's see. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 34 degrees. 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that didn't go. We didn't want that. We needed to go back a tab. Let's see. 34 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 1 degree. Oh, we're above the negative in Celsius. We're 1 degree Celsius as far as that goes. And let's see. We had a lot of rain. It tapered off. It looks like it's dried out there. Oh, we got the commercials going. Okay. But we got cloudy with snow showers today. Okay, maybe at higher levels and stuff. Chance of changing to rain showers as the day progresses. High 42. We're not going to see any snow today. I doubt that. I very much doubt that. winds out of the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. We might see something. We'll see. It doesn't look like it. If we get anything, it's going to be wet weather as far as that goes. Sun will be rising this morning at rose this morning. It already rose, so I say rising. It rose this morning at 6:41 a.m. and set at 7:36 p.m. As far as that goes. And we're back. And Steve, I don't. You were in the commercial, so just to finish up, my good friend. He was a fire chief. Myself, I never made it to fire chief. When I became a volunteer firefighter, they wanted me to be an assistant chief again. I said no. I want to fight. I want to fight the fire, because as a fire chief, you cannot be on that end of that hose, because you're in charge of the whole operation. If you're on that hose, you're only seeing a narrow point. The fire chief has to know what all the fire crews are doing. And I never really. I guess if I really put myself to, I guess I could have reached that level. I was happy with the assistant. I was more of an operations guy as far as that goes. Well, I don't know if you heard this. When I was in the volunteers, I was for a number of years the department chaplain. I filled that position for a number of years, and then I was also a trustee for a number of years. And then at my last couple of years in the volunteer fire department. Because I only stayed in 15 years as a volunteer after I got out of the Air Force. I became a fire commissioner, and a fire commissioner, it just deals with the budgetary side. That name, fire commissioner, you don't have any authority what's going on in the fire ground. No, you're just paying the bills for the or else buying a new truck, which we did. We bought a new ambulance, and also. So it's all dealing with budgetary. So good morning, Tim Fan. We're coming in from Michigan. We're running a little late. We're just going over the temperatures here. Currently, like I said, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Our world times and temperatures as I speak in Honolulu, Hawaii. No problem. So you're not late. I'm late. No, it's all good. I just started my week. I started my weekend early. I slept in. It was pretty good. It was the first time I really slept in. I felt good. No urge. I guess nobody in the family really got up early this morning, so that's why. Plus, I went to bed late last night.
Bug did.
Huh?
Bug did.
Oh, Buggy. Yeah, she's like a cat alarm clock. Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:40 a.m. Cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:40 a.m. currently this morning. Clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, cloudy skies, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the Jungle, cloudy skies. They were able to get the baseball games in last night for the Mets. We'll be going over that. But cloudy skies, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 7:40 a.m. right now in New York City, 7:40 a.m. currently here in actually 7:41 right now. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, Cork, Ireland, at 12:41 p.m. Cloudy skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, there's some sun peeking out behind some cloudy skies. 1:41 p.m., 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, we have clear skies at 7:41 in their early evening. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Kuala Lumpur. We like Kuala Lumpur. My good friend Hasneen, I knew him from HAPS. He's over there. He's on YouTube too. So he's from. He had a video up here just last week. I was watching. It showed the highways. They got some nice highways over there. Very nice highways. In Tokyo, Japan, at 8:41 p.m. Cloudy skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the great continent of Australia, the country of Australia, Melbourne, Australia, at 10:42 p.m. In their late evening, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. And over in Sydney at 10:42 p.m. also, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit and raining in Sydney. So those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. So yeah, Kuala Lumpur. So we're off and running here. And again, I slept in, but then I got everything set up, and at 7 o'clock I'm getting ready to hit the button, and then it says, nope, you need this driver. I had to update my GeForce Navid. Well, it's a GeForce experience, but it's for the Navid graphics card. I was pushing that pretty heavily yesterday with the game. I got a free trial this weekend, and I'm going to probably broadcast it later. I'm not going to say what game it is. You have to, this has a warning on it too. It's a first shooter, okay? But they did something, and I may spend the $60 to get the game. And I played this game, the original game, years back and stuff. So I was playing around with it yesterday, and did the long download, and I got into a game, and it's a it's an element I haven't been in a while. You have to get in with other people to do the battling and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say what it is. It may pop up. If it doesn't pop up today, it will pop up tomorrow because. But there's different versions of this game. It's not PUBG. If anything, this type of battling is almost a level above PUBG Battlegrounds, which I think is it's PUBG Battlegrounds PC. You've heard me talk about it. It's fantastic. I love it. This is a little more intense. I mean, you're in the heat of battle right from the get-go, right out of the gate, and you're going to get killed a couple times, but you respawn and come back. It's not realistic. It's a game, but you could technically, it is a little violent. But it's funner than shit. It's like a roller coaster ride. So that's coming up later. Let's see. Our thought for the day that I posted over on X. Let's see. Let's get to it. It's from Mr. Blue Eyes himself. Do you guys, when you hear the reference Blue Eyes, do you know what that means? Mr. Blue Eyes. Do you remember who that is? I'm asking the audience here. You always get the right answer. What did you say though? Paul Newman? Yeah. No. Before Paul Newman. Does anybody know? If anybody's still there? Ready? Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I couldn't think of
Frank Sinatra. The commissioner himself, or the CEO, as my father. Mr. Frank Sinatra. I love Frankie. Frankie is a great American singer and actor. Frank Albert Sinatra was an American singer and actor, nicknamed the chairman of the board. That's what it is, the chairman of the board. That's what they nicknamed my dad because he liked he was one of his favorites. And he reigned as one of the most popular entertainers in the mid-20th century. Sinatra is among the world's best-selling music artists with an estimated 150 million records sold globally. Mr. Blue Eye. And he's a New Yorker. He's from the city. His quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. The best revenge is massive success. Think about that one. The best revenge is massive success. And I guess this is the type of revenge. It's not what, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type deal, okay? Let's just say my version of massive revenge on terrorists is take them out. As far as anybody as a terrorist, it does harm to innocent people. That's a whole different category of revenge. I'm just saying our everyday revenge, say, I'm going to get back at them, I'm going to turn them in and stuff like that. No, or else your pondering is like, if they're more successful, well, you become more successful. If they stuff that in your face, and I've had that over the years. Some people, we always have that one person. Oh, look, I'm better than you are. Well, you know what your revenge should be? You become more massively successful. And I can apply that here because let's just say there's a few, I'm going to call them dirt balls. There's a few dirt balls out there as broadcasters that think they're really successful, and they're really not, as far as that goes. They're a train wreck, and some of these big time broadcasters say, "Oh, I'll make you a success. I can make you successful." I've gotten success from you people in the chat. I know where my success lies as far as that goes. I've been doing this broadcasting for a long time, not as on the professional level like our good friend Hal Massa, who's on, or Hal Moss Media, who's on right now. He's a radio guy out there in Michigan, who I greatly respect. He's very successful. Our good friend Jim Figerty, I think he's very successful on what he does. So I consider myself very successful. I'm very thankful that I have the people in the chat that I do. I am I don't take that for granted. I respect them. That's the thing. These dirtball broadcasters that think they're their big success and they're going to make you a success. They don't have any respect for you. All they care about is, oh, look what I made you. You didn't make me. Screw you. You're a freaking blowhard to begin with. You're a train wreck. And it's pretty obvious when you look at broadcasters' audience too. You know, they're either in one category. They're really good people like we have here, or they're a bunch of lemmings. Okay, just because they're a so-called, oh, I'm a mod to a great broadcaster. You're a freaking schmuck. So, taking the advice of the chairman of the board, I totally agree with him. The best revenge is, well, I don't mean any harm to these dirtbag broadcasters. I wish them their success, but I don't have any. I could go on revenge. I'm successful as it is. I'm at a point in life I feel I'm very, very successful, very, very fortunate that and blessed that I have the family that I do, and I was very honored that I served for 20 years, and very honored and that I was and very fortunate that I was able to travel around this world to actually see. I don't have to travel around the world all the time. I know what the world situation is. Would I like to go back overseas? It's not my cup of tea anymore. It's the world is going to be what the world is, and you hope for the best. And I think it's like a pendulum. It swings bad, and then it swings back over to good and stuff like that. But getting back to the success, the best revenge is massive success. I think I have massive success here. Some people say, no, you don't. You're just a little twerp on the broadcasting blip and stuff like that. No, I could care less. I don't give a rat's ass. And that's what's funny, you know. That's where the other individual, you turn it around. Is like, my success is how I feel, and I think it's genuine in the fact that it's simple. I'm a simple man. I'm not over complex. I'm a simple man. I like doing simple things, and this is simple. It's not rocket science, but you get some people, the dirtbag broadcasters out there, that think it is, they got to be very technical and stuff. And I've been told that I'm over tech. I'm not that over technical. I like playing with the things here at the desk, and I think they help in making me a success. Do I push? Oh, look what I'm doing here, and I've got this gadget that I got to show you that it will improve your life. Give me a frickin' break. If you're listening to those type of broadcasters, yeah, that's your choice. But I gotta laugh because I've listened to my share of them, and there is quite a few blowhards out there, and there's some people that might consider me a blowhard. I don't really give two shits, because I know who I am. I can look myself in the mirror. I can see the writing on the wall on what type of person I am, and what type of broadcast. I don't take for granted the people that are. Well, actually, it would be over here. There's a window outside this window that I have the chat, and I have people that are there that I really appreciate and look forward to them being here, and I'm very sincere on that. And I think it's. I'm not just saying that in passing, you know, where you get those people. Oh, thank you for viewing me. Oh, I appreciate you after you donated, but then they don't give you the time of day. That's lack of respect. You got to have respect. You throw that respect for others, you know, if you don't throw it into the wind to have it blow away and stuff like that. And once you cross that line where you give a lack of respect, and you know the old saying, oh, you have to earn yeah, you have to earn a respect, but you don't have to be disrespectful even if you don't give it respect. There is a level of automatic respect when you first meet somebody or you bend somebody. But then you see the individual's true colors come out. They're blowhards. They're freaking, you know, and I don't give two rats' asses trying to use some nice words. And I say this comment, I don't wish these individuals any harm or anything. They're doing what they're doing, but I think it's pretty obvious that I often wonder, and I scratch my head. What do these people see other than the fact that are they aligned the same way? They're always complaining, always, they're if you look at some of these, that the people, they look like they're complaining a little bit, and you take a step back, and they're just the blowhard, the big fat blowhard is a freaking Karen to begin with, complaining about everything. Freaking man up, or woman up, or whatever. He's just like, and then the people there and stuff. But I've been on some broadcasts. I've been here long enough to know. I don't take the people in the audience for granted. Now, the one thing I don't tolerate, and I think any broadcaster, be you a blowhard or not, is trolls. And we had our share of them the other day there, and those taken care of right off the bat. And that shows how serious. One guy said, no! And I don't know, if, Tim, you might have seen that. If you're still here, or I don't think Juice was here. But the person said no, because I'm not going to tolerate 03. This person, they didn't realize they kept on calling me father. Don't call me. I'm not anybody on this internet's father. Okay, I have 2 young adult children. They're not young adult. 2 adult children. I call them children. 2 young adults that are my children that I raised, and very fortunate to have their love and stuff like that. And I'm their father. I'm not nobody else's father. Don't give me, I'm not a priest or anything like that. And I warned the person twice, and then they start doing, oh, daddy. Well, I don't slide over there. That's being cutesy. You can take your cutesies and pack it up your ass as far as and hit the road. So there we have it, a little montage of how I feel about the so-called frickin' dirtbag blowhard broadcasters that are out there. And I have to laugh at the people that flock to these individuals and stuff like that. It makes me wonder, do they really... I wish them well. You don't want to wish any harm on anybody, but you got to be aware of those individuals that, again, those individuals don't make you successful. They may give you numbers, but numbers are not your overall success. And there's broadcasters that they chase the frickin' numbers, which I don't. Like I said, I could give 2 rats' ass. So thank you, Frank Sinatra, for our quote for the day that made me get up on my soapbox there for a little bit. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra, Mr. Blue Eyes, the chairman of the board. God bless and Godspeed, sir. And my cup is raised to those people that are here currently in the chat, as far as on Twitch, for watching, and also for YouTube and Rumble on the replay. Thank you very much. That is where my success is, because I can see it. I don't bank on my success on others, other than the missus. That's probably the one person. I'm very successful because of her. If I want to appoint somebody to being successful, because she put up with my shit for 36 years now. So let's see our National Day. Let's see National Day. Let's see. Our National Day. I haven't had a chance to look at this. Let's see, our National Day. Oh, okay. We'll have to go. Maybe go with that one. Good Star sponsorship. Gold Star sponsorship. Gold Stars, that's the Gold Star moms and Gold Star spouses. You've heard of Gold Star moms, mothers, and fathers. Those are the individuals that have lost somebody. They've given their ultimate sacrifice as far as in the military. So God bless those. Let's see, we have National Flash Drive Day. Okay, if you like that one. National Nebraska Day. Nope. Toss it in the bin for all states. National Read a Roadmap. you can still buy. I've seen them in Walmart. You can still buy a paper road map. That's interesting. Then you have National Deep Dish Paint Pizza Day. We're gonna go with First Contact Day. That's the that's the let's see, how's my audio? I just want to double check on my audio. Follow up on my audio. Yep, it's good. National, it's First Contact Day. Hashtag First Contact Day. First Contact Day on April 5th commemorates the fictional date in the future when the alien space species visits Earth and makes contact with Earthlings for the first time. They're probably already here. While the fictional date is 2063 is less than a half generation away, mere humans contemplate the possibility of the future we explore in space. Not only do the modern explorers keep our interest in such, but the science fiction genre continues to pour out stories that thrill and excite us. Because today, I don't know, what happened? We lost our. What happened there? We lost our. Let's see. Do I have an internet burp? Let's see. Let's bring this up. T-Wook. It should. Let's do it. Hopefully that resets it. Okay, there we are. We're back up. You can see the. Okay. One of the science fiction common themes depicts the first meeting between humans and extraterrestrials. Conspiracy theories surround Area 51, of course, but a popular one speculates that first contact was made there. UFOs often stir up theories of first contact. The earliest documented sighting of a UFO took place in 1639 and was recorded by the governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony, John Winthrop. While celebrating the first contact could mean many things, the celebration focuses on one kind: the Vulcan human meeting. That's right, it's the final frontier kind of celebration. So where the Vulcans, they made first contact with us in that particular movie or movie series, where the Vulcans said, "Live long and prosper." Okay. Let's see. We did have our audio, the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday. We talked about gorillas using their chest beating to prevent conflict. That's a communication process that just it's not a violent. It's technically not a violent mannerism for the gorillas, from what this study. So I presented that yesterday as a good story there. Talk about one of the creatures that resides on this big blue marble of ours. Let's see. On this day in history, July 5th. Let's see. In 1621, the Mayflower sailed from Plymouth Colony in present-day Massachusetts on a month-long return trip back to England. So that's after they had been here for several months. In 1764, Britain's Parliament passed the American Revolution Act of 1764, also known as the Sugar Act. That's Britain's Parliament. That's probably when we had to pay another. When they say Sugar Act, that means the colonies had to pay tax. It was on this day in 1976. Reclusive billionaire Howard Hughes passed away in Houston, Texas, at age 70. But did he really? Was he abducted by the aliens? Who knows? Oh, this is a good one. This goes back to 1987. Fox Broadcasting Company made its premier primetime TV debut by airing the situational comedy Married with Children, followed by the Tracy Altman Show, then repeated both premiere episodes 2 more times the same evening. So remember Married with Children? Married with Children. That was off the hook back in the day. Let's see. That's about it for everything else we get. Let's see. Oh, okay. In 2008, a great actor on this day. In 2008, big screen hero and late leader of the National Rifle Association died in Beverly Hills, California at age 84, and that was Mr. Charles Heston. He was a great actor. He was a great actor. I enjoy his movies. They're classic movies as far as that goes. Let's see. We do have the broadcast 100 years ago today to do the history bit. Let's see. Let me see if I can present that. So, excuse me. I usually turn the volume down on that. Let's see. 100 years ago. And then I'm going to go refresh my coffee here because we're coming up. How much time do we have? We're coming up, 40 minutes. I don't think we're going to get a 2-hour show like we did Wednesday, but I'm running late, but I'm getting the broadcast in nonetheless. You know, so let's see. Let's get this presented here on the old guest stars streaming together functionality of Twitch here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Share. And let's go ahead and bring it to the broadcast. Push it. There it is. We'll bring it up a little bit, and there it is, 100 years ago, and enjoy.
Welcome back. Almost a foot of snowfall and a break-in. Broome County historian Roger Luther has the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, over the last 2 days, 10 inches of snow fell in the Binghamton area, breaking all records for an April snowstorm since 1890. Another school was broken into and robbed last night. This time it was Woodrow Wilson School. Authorities now believe there's an organized attempt to rob schools in Binghamton and Johnson City. Proprietors of 2 hotels on Water Street and State Street have been charged with conducting disorderly houses. Broome County Tuberculosis Hospital at Shenango Bridge now has a total of 60 patients. And finally, Binghamton's Common Council will meet next week to authorize changing a street name. DeRussy Street will now be known as South Washington Street. That was the news 100 years ago.
100 years ago. This was as of Wednesday, as far as that goes. So the big one in there was what? The 10 inches of snow on this day, 100 years ago today. And all records were broken for an April snow shower since 1890. So 100 years ago. That's going almost 20 years back, past 100 years. And then the big news, the old DeRussy Street was changed to South Washington Street. So there we have it as far as 100 years ago today, as of April 3rd, which was Wednesday. These come out every, was it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? And we, let's say, snow, yay, Rich can shovel. No, that was 100 years ago there, Steve. Not now. No, we're wet. We're starting to dry out from all the rain, and we got an ad break that ends in a minute. And I'm gonna go get my coffee refresh, and I will be right back. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it right there. Big Juice is giving us some emoji action in the chat there, as far as that goes. What is that? That's something dancing. Okay. Let's see. I do the opposite. Is that how it's going? Doing the opposite. There we go. Thank you for that, Steve. Greatly appreciate. We're at 45 minutes, so we're pushing along here. Pushing along as far as that goes. Let's see. Last night or yesterday in baseball. Let's go over the baseball scores. I did have the first of two games. The Mets lost to the Detroit Lions on a rain. It was rainy the other day, so yesterday at 3:00 they played, and they lost to the Detroit Lions 6-3. But in the other game, which I didn't watch because I was watching, was it Sheldon and what did we watch on Thursday? Sheldon and Ghosts. And then there's this show, Ellsworth. She's a detective. She's not really a detective, but she's almost like a modern day Columbo type person. And that's a pretty interesting broadcast. But I was watching that. But the second game, the Tigers lost to the Mets 2-1, so they split right there. So the Mets are on the winning. Let's see. I think that's their first win, right? Let's see, in the National League. Yep, that was the Mets' first win. Was last night. So they're 1-5 now. They're not. They were 0-4. It's like, oh my God, come on, guys. The Yankees last night. Did they play last night? No, they didn't play last night. Did they play yesterday? Oh, they played the Diamondbacks yesterday, and they won. So they're still in first place. Today they will be playing down there in New York City. They'll be playing the Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays at 1:05. So I may have the TV on for that. And the Mets continues. They've traveled out to Cincinnati to play the Cincinnati Reds. Steve says, I lost my birds from Lem, so this is the best bet. Emotionally, like, okay, no problem. Oh, you lost the penguin? I like that penguin guy. I gotta see if I'm putting a penguin in mine. Are you a Cincinnati Red fan, Steve? They're playing the Mets today, so I don't know. How are the Reds doing? How's Cincinnati doing? And let's see, Cincinnati. Oh, they're 4-2. So the Mets are 4-1, or 1-5, I should say. So they're playing 600 ball. So they're playing pretty good ball then. That whole division's playing good ball. They're all above 500. Wow, watch out for that division. Yeah, everybody in the National League Central are playing 500 or better. That's pretty good ball. No, I watch Cleveland Guardians baseball. Oh, okay, you're on the American League side. Okay, Cleveland, where are they at? Guardians are number 2 behind the Tigers. They're 6-2, but Tigers are 5-1. So Tigers, a good start to the Tigers. Guardians, they're pretty good. And right behind them by 2 games is the Twins. So I like Cleveland. Cleveland's a good team. I like watching Cleveland. Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Reds, they're like watching the Mets, I guess, and stuff. But I do like the Mets. They're sort of like the the Yankees. They don't come close to what the Yankees have done over the years. But the Mets are still a good team. I like them and stuff like that. It's just like as far as baseball. That first game I was watching yesterday, it was just before dinner and stuff like that. The stands were like completely empty. They were playing to nobody because everybody's at work as far as that goes. Yeah, but Cleveland seems to start off good, then slow. Yeah, that's like the Yankees too, Steve. Yeah. But baseball's off and running, so we'll be doing the baseball scores. Now that I know you like Cleveland, I'll be highlighting Cleveland. If I don't, just ask me. So, but the standings there, the Yankees are in first. Behind them are the Red Sox, then the Orioles, and the Blue Jays. They're 3 games out, so it might be a good win for the Yankees here. Blue Jays usually have a good team. NBA action last night. Who played? Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea if that, because I didn't do the channel bopping around last night. Let's see. Wednesday, there's nobody. Oh no, the Nets played Wednesday night and they beat the Pacers. Last night, the Knicks beat the Kings. Okay, Knicks are on their winning ways, and let's see. Celtics will play the Kings tonight at 7:30. And then going into the weekend, let's see. The Knicks play the Bulls tomorrow. Oh no, they play them today. No, this is today. Okay, Knicks play the Bulls today at 8, tonight at 8, and I don't see the Nets. The Nets will probably be playing tomorrow. Yeah, they play the Pistons tomorrow, and then Sunday. You like the Cavaliers, I believe, too, Steve, right? Cavaliers play the Clippers on Sunday. Follow the Browns too, Rich. Jump on the. I'll follow them. They're okay. I'd like to see them go. Okay, because my best friend's father, may God bless him and Godspeed. He was a diehard, the old Cleveland Browns team. But yeah, I root for the Cleveland Browns. I'd like to see them because they're in a good division there. Let's see, Sunday. Okay, Trailblazers be at Boston for the Celtics. And Knicks will be playing the Bucks. Ooh, that should be a good game there. And Nets will be playing the Kings. So we got the baseball and basketball. Of course, there's football this for the UFL. I will be broadcasting tomorrow morning. The what do I call that broadcast? Let's talk football. UFL football, that is. That'll be the UFL talk football broadcast. What about the PJ? Yeah, I seen some commercials last night. I guess the Masters is coming up. I like watching a little bit. I don't like reporting because I don't know squat about who the golfers are. But that's the Masters coming up down there in Augusta. That's coming up. They had some commercials last night. As far as the TV show entities there, they were doing their little side bit to promote that. That's a big time golf course or golfing. I love that pictures of that golf course. I would like to just walk around that golf course. That would be great. It's very picturesque, and that's a good start. Spring is here when they're hitting the little white ball down there in Augusta for the Masters. So, do you play golf, Steve? I don't really play golf. I walk on a golf course every day, or Monday through Friday for my morning walk. I walk on the lower 9 here. There's a golf course. I mean, the end of my property, I could throw a stone. It falls on the 7th fairway. As far as that goes, it's across the street, but it's still we're right next door to it. But I'm not really much of a golf. I like watching golf. It's interesting to watch. I can't watch a full golf match. I don't see how anybody it's like no. But I could probably watch a full golf match over a full soccer game. I guess I don't know. It depends. Steve says no. Haven't played golf in years, but ever since Tiger Woods kind of went downhill. Stop. Yeah, Tiger. Yeah. I like. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, I haven't. Same thing. It was always exciting to watch Tiger play, as far as the guy who was always going against it was always coming in that second place there. I forget what his name is. There's some good golfers out there. It's just a skill to hit that little ball. Okay, I don't care what you say. They say, oh, they're making millions. That's a skill set in sports that and I know there's people out there they get really irate about the money and stuff. That's the sport, man. Why worry about it? It's not coming out of your pocket. Be worried about your taxes and stuff like that. That's what comes out of your pocket. But these sports guys, they're just getting their market value of what they can make out there and stuff like that. Plus, it's interesting. It's entertaining and stuff, as far as that goes. So these people, these blowhards that, I don't watch that sport because they make millions of dollars. Well, I could give a rip's ass what you think, because you don't know sports then. Oh. Let's see. I do have an interesting article as I was coming up here, getting this started sort of late. We are running late. You know, as far as usually I'm done by now, but what are we doing on time? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to probably do this article and then I'm going to just cut it short there because I don't think there's anything else. This is an interesting article. And I have expressed the fact that we do have the American bald eagle flying overhead here. Okay. Love the American bald eagle. By far my favorite bird. Okay. Because I thought in my lifetime when I was younger I'd never see them fly, but they're flying over this great state of New York. And that's because they're making a resurgence. But there could be an issue now with them. And I haven't really read this article, so this will be the first time I read it, and we'll see what it has to say. Plus, they make money off endorsements. So it's the endorsements and stuff like that. That's where the majority of their money. You know, Michael Jordan. I remember I was astonished. You figured he was making great money from bad. He was making 3-4 times as much money with endorsements and stuff. So don't, that's the people that are buying the product. The people, that's the market value and stuff like that. So these blowhards that say, oh, they're making, this is the question I would have. What if the roles were reversed? Would you give that money back? No, I don't think so. They're successful. So what the hell? Okay, well, let's talk about the Eagles here. Let's see, is this going to come up? There it is. The unexpected new threat for bald eagles, and I don't like that in New York State, and I don't like that because pretty much every household in America has a pair of Jordan shoes. I don't have Jordan shoes. I don't think I probably have a T-shirt with his logo on it. Maybe it's something like that. All right, this bald eagles have been making a huge comeback across New York State in recent years, and I can attest to that because I get one flying overhead at least 2 or 3 times during the course of the week. There's eagles' nests that are around the area. The very first one that was this one is registered and protected is on Hiawatha Island on the Susquehanna River, which is just a few miles down the road here in Tioga County. Overcoming the disasters impacted by the treacherous DDT. That almost killed the eagles back in the day. I could see you walking in some nice Jordan. I like New Balance. New Balance is my shoe. I like the New Balance. But if they have a wide Jordan, Jordans are usually narrow. That's a Nike product. Well, is it a Nike? Would it be a Nike shoe? Well, anyway. But the DDT that nearly pushed them to extinction. Yet the majestic bird still faces another challenge that makes biologists and environmentalists worried. So if they're worried, I'm going to be worried. A study at Cornell University in 2022 found that 4 to 6% reduction in the growth rate of both male and female bald eagles was concerning to interest lead fragments from okay, let me reread this. The study at Cornell University found 4 to 6% reduction in growth rate of both male and female bald eagles was connected to ingesting lead fragments from human bullets. Oh, that's the culprit. Biologist Kathleen Clark explains that hunters often leave animal remains after taking their desired parts, leaving the rest behind in woods or fields. As eagles feed on the carcasses, they may end up consuming the lead fragments, which could result in serious consequences. Lead is a neotoxin and could cause havoc to eagles and other raptors. when lead fragments get into their stomachs, they can easily break down, get absorbed in the blood system, and ultimately damage their brains. In response, coalitions promote non-lead alternatives, are encouraging hunters to shift away from using lead ammunition, which I think would be a good thing. Okay, if you really care about the wildlife and stuff like that, I would definitely change that if I was a hunter. The initiative is already working success in waterfowl hunting, fowl where lead bullets are prohibited. The goal is to stretch the practice to all types of hunting, reducing the risk of lead exposure to eagles, raptors, and other birds of prey. A suggested way to minimize the chances of birds feeding on lead-contaminated food sources for humans to buy, for hunters to buy the remaining carcass instead of leaving them in the open field. So they should clean up after their mess, I guess. So that's something to watch at. This study came out in 2002. This is the first I'm hearing about it. So if there's a reduction, we don't want that. My take on the eagle, since we've lived here for 27, 28 years since I've been out of the United States Air Force. I got out in 97. I didn't see any eagles for like the first 5 or 6 years, and then there was a nest in, like I said, Hiawatha Island, and you could very rarely see them. And then there's been a time where at a particular, they call it a lake, but it's more like a pond. I saw the mother, the father, 3 babies from the year before, and then 2 from the current year that I saw them. That was like 7 eagles along the shore of this big ass pond that was called a lake, and I thought that was magnificent. That's here in New York State, where prior to that, the only places where you could see eagles would be like in Washington State, going up into Canada, over into Alaska, as far as that goes. So the bald eagle has returned, and but this is a concern now. So this is one of the things I'll probably keep tabs on, as far as that goes. So I love the eagles. Eagles they're a cool bird. They stand pretty high. When you see one, the first time I ever see a real live eagle was in the zoo, and that was a good. I'm looking at this bird. It's like, holy crap! They can stand They can stand upwards of 3 feet at least. What's that? 1, 2, yeah, well over 3 feet, going to 4 feet. They're a huge bird. They're big. You think a turkey's big? See a full majestic, and their wingspan, they can go anywhere at 6, 7 feet. I mean, it's like that's about spread my arms. That's about, yeah. An eagle could spread further than me, as far as their arms. So that's something. Let's see, what do we got now? So we're at an hour. I don't think there's anything really. Let me just double check. I didn't really see anything, unless they just posted it while we're on the air here. Let's see. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we don't need to do that one. And then what do we got back here on the WNBF? No, I think that's it. And let's see. And the only other thing, I really haven't talked about it, but I guess the eclipse is coming up. I could see you. Okay, we already did that one. That's Steve's last comment. The eclipse is coming up on Monday, I believe. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that day. I might have the broadcast going here at some point. And yeah, I'm good. Yeah, and so family members are just kidding. It feels like a Saturday now because I got up late. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do that Monday. I will be broadcasting this weekend in some capacity. Like I said, there's a particular game I want to try and broadcast today sometime, and maybe this afternoon. I took a good nap yesterday, and so that's why I was able to stay up a little bit later than I normally do, but I ended up falling asleep on the second part of the Elsbeth Is that the show? Yeah, Elsbeth on CBS, and I gotta finish watching that stuff, and then I guess they what dropped on Paramount last night. Um, Discovery. Discovery dropped the final season of Discovery, so I'm gonna have to watch that today or this week. No, probably sometime this weekend, sometime or before. But that dropped, so that's another show that I'll be watching. Because Halo's all finished. Halo's good series, very good series. I would recommend watching, even if you don't know anything about you don't play the game or anything. I think it's a good, even if you watch the first season going into the second season, I think you can catch the storyline. And Discovery's in its last season, so that's going to be interesting on how they wrap that up. Because what was the last one? Strange New Worlds. I think they're still going, so they'll be interested. I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds. That's the other Star Trek series that's out on Paramount, as far as that goes. And other than that, other than being late for supper this morning, that's about it. And let's see who's still broadcasting. You got Hal Massa. He's still broadcasting. I wonder if he's rapping. You know, we're not gonna zip over there. You know what? Let me check. Let's check Hal Moss. Let's see. How can I do this? Oh, I gotta bring this up. Let me go ahead. Okay, let me bring this up. Let's see. Go there. Let's go listen to Hal Moss for a little bit. I think I go ahead and silence that right there. You got a commercial going. Let's see if I can bring him up. We got him up? Yeah, we got him up. Okay, let's see what Hal has to say here.
Here now is Tina's statement.
Oh,
We have our
Tina's
last
over there.
food treat.
Okay.
We're going to listen to Tina's statement, which is, I love Amazon free streaming and glad I got rid of cable. That is from Tina. For those who did not see it because you were on Facebook, because she's on Twitch right now. She loves Amazon free streaming and glad that she got rid of cable. What is my favorite meal? Catgirl wants to know. Well, the one that I constantly put at the top, even though I almost never get it because it's just too caloric, and that's one of those kind of, you got to have it about once every 10 years, is hot pastrami on rye with maybe a occasionally tiny squirt of mustard. Not always, but just as you can do that, because I learned how to eat it when I was 21 years old with mustard on it. That's one of those.
Who doesn't like a pastrami and rye sandwich? That's my favorite.
That's how I learned how to eat it.
And it is a service of Acrisure Insurance of Perry. They are a proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance for all of your insurance needs from auto, home, life, and business. Call them today at 517-625-4141.
Snickers for Hal, says Sween Dog. Snickers have nuts in them. Chris's dad doesn't want to get rid of it. You have still got cable.
Okay, there's Hal. Let's check in our friend Jim Figerty. Let's see what Jim is saying.
Okay, would you want me to get pepper jelly for you right now?
So it's under moderation.
If you like. I'm serious.
I wouldn't mind. I was there
I'm
twice.
serious. I'll get pepper jelly for you in 1 sec. Because pepper jelly's the one that got you, right? Yeah, well, let's bring pepper jelly in, if we can,
All right,
please.
so I think I figured it out.
Hang on a second, I'm getting you pepper jelly. Hang on. Damn. So wait a minute.
We'll get back to the ads. Hold on. Yeah.
I wouldn't like to think that you had my Indian
Ads.
friend, but I'm
Indian
starting to wonder if you place some open source coding for a software and you probably use it and that's why you're having a backdoor or something. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening
I
here.
didn't do anything.
Because guess what? These numbers, I'm seeing everything here in front of me right now.
Yeah.
And the number that provide to me the number that you're talking to me with right now. What's your cell phone
Did
number?
you ever think that maybe somebody's
Just help me
open a
out,
shit
you little piece of
list?
shit.
Did you ever think of that?
So there's our two highlights there. Two gentlemen that I really thoroughly enjoyed. They're very successful. Mr. Hal Moss Media and Jim Figerty. I like highlighting them as far as just to give them a plug. And they're going strong there. And they'll still be going. I think Jim he'll probably go for another hour. I think Hal's probably going to the 9 o'clock hour. And then they got this big scream thing, I guess they do. So, hey, good morning, Laura. Good morning. Glad to have you here. I'm just getting ready to, I'm running a little late and I'm going to be signing out. I just wanted to touch base to sort of highlight Lim and Hal as far as on their broadcast, as far as that goes. I got a late start, so, but it looks like we got an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, let's see. Oh, we got an ad break. I can't end on an ad break. But I don't know. Can you still hear me, Laura? Can you still hear me as far as that goes? Let's see. Oh, you can. Okay, so you're a I know you're a VIP, so you can hear me. I know Tina. When we checked in with Hal. Tina, I guess he was that's where Tina's at, and Tina, she's a faithful viewer of Hal, which appreciates. So we got the commercials going. So that's why you can hear me, but Tina can't, and she's a VIP. I don't understand that. I might have to reset her VIP then. And so we were. Just as we popped in to see Hal, he was commenting about her, and as far as that goes, use ad breakers. Oh, that's true, and I think you've subscribed to me and stuff. So I think you subscribed to me too, but you use the ad breaker blockers, okay? And stuff. So but it looks like. Jim's got his day going there, feeding the birds and such. That he's got a good crowd there as far as viewers, as well as Hal does on a Friday. On Hal's, it's sort of a scream thing as far as that goes. So I think we're finishing up with the ads. I don't like ending on an ad break or something like that. So do you have your own? Yeah, I have a Discord, but I don't use it. I don't really have, and I should use it because I think I told you this before. The developers of Discord, they go back to the Blab days. They're the ones that did Blab, and I knew a couple of those guys. And a lot of people don't realize that if you were to look at my number, I have one of the early numbers. I'm on Discord. I think it's Fireman Rich. Go ahead and hit me a follow on Discord. I'll go ahead and follow you back. I do have a Discord. I don't use it as much because I like using this format. And, Discord, I guess, is really taken off with some broadcasters, but I really haven't. So, need a link to follow. You do? Just look for my name, Fireman Rich, I guess. Or else, can I look for you? Do you need a link? Can't you request it and then I just approve it? like I said, I think the last time I was on my Discord was 2 weeks ago. I look at it, so I don't really look at it. I think the last time I really used it, the my friend broadcaster there, Jace producer, he has a Discord channel. He usually has that up when he's broadcasting. I don't like to do that, and I know Lem has it up too, and I don't like doing the double dipping there, I guess I call it, as far as to have a Discord, because I like having you all in the chat as far as that goes. Need a link to follow. I think all you have to do is look up Fireman Rich, and then you'll see it. I don't know. I'm clueless on Discord, so maybe I'll have to look at that and maybe readdress it. Tried to search your name, nothing came up. Oh, really? Now you got me curious. I was going to end here. Let me pop into my Discord real quick. I have no clue on how this works. And let's see, what's new? They got something new in here? Something new. Yeah, Fireman Rich. What's my Discord number? Yeah, my Discord number, Fireman Rich number 0259. Originally known as Fireman Rich hashtag 0259. That's my number on Discord. It looks like I got 2 members. I'm following Jace's Discord, but like I said, I'm trying. I don't want to get too involved in it and stuff like that. So, where'd we go? Oh, here we go. So nothing came up. Like I said, I don't really use it that much, so I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole. You know how you start doing it, I'll just be concentrating on that. I'm looking at something else I'm doing now, that what little extra time I have. It's a new game I'm going to be broadcasting later today. It's a first-person shooter. I'm pretty excited. I got a 3-day free trial on this, and it just came out, and it's a pretty interesting game to where if I was to buy it, it'd cost me like $60-70. So I'm almost thinking about buying it, but I don't know. I gotta go through the preliminaries here and stuff like that. But Discord, I don't really use that much. I like using X as far as that goes, as far as posting things. And I guess if I really got bigger than what I am now, I'd probably branch out, because I see what Liam uses on his Discord, and I think he uses it very effectively. I wanted to show you something. Heavy snow come down, so I canceled my outdoor stream. Oh, okay, you got snow in. Okay, yeah, I know you can communicate through Discord, but I'd rather use Twitch as far as broadcasting and stuff like that for right now. I don't want to. You can have too many eggs in the basket, I guess, and then they start falling out and stuff. And you don't. I like focusing on just focusing on one item as far as that goes. I think that's where. Was it Tony D there, my brother veteran, good friend and fellow broadcaster. He likes multicasting on various platforms. It's okay, but it's not my cup of tea, I guess, in a manner of speaking and stuff. So, I'm going to have to look at the Discord. So I should actually, the thing is, if I really use it a lot, I'd be following Liam right now. I think I got back into using it, was it 6 or 8 months ago, and I saw that I'm following Jay's producer, but I don't use it. I don't really look at it as an information source right now, because I'm not on there actively, and I should, because I was on it from the get-go, but that's back when nobody was on it, when it first started, back in the Blab days, because it started right at the end of Blab as far as that goes. Let's see, snow in April is absolutely not normal here. Yeah. So I recorded a bit, and my cat is there. She was confused. I imagine she would be confused. On our weather, we're supposed to be getting some snow flurries. What the hell was the weather report here? Let me go over that again. Let's see. The weather report here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Chance with snow showers, changing to rain. I think we're gonna get rain. I'm seeing blue sky out there now. Let me check the Doppler. Oh, you know what? Let's try that. Let's go ahead and go to the weather here. Let me bring up the weather map. Let's see. Let me show you what the weather looks like here in upstate New York right now, currently. So we got snow. We got some snow flowers or snow flurries floating around. We're in between two squalls here in Broome County. Let me go ahead and bring this up here. Stand by. Oh, what happened there? I didn't want that. Did not want that. Oh, okay. I don't. Okay, that's just a preview. Okay, let me hang on for a minute. I had some. I toggled something. Okay, there we go. Hang on. Let's finish off with the weather here. Let's see. Let's get the weather map up. Okay, there's the weather in New York right now. You can see we're getting, we got this circular motion going on right now, and right here, and this is Tioga County right here, and you can see that we're getting intermittent. That's up at the higher elevation, so we're getting some snow flurries, but for all intents and purposes, I'm seeing blue sky right now, and that's because of this right here. So that's the weather in the Northeast. So if we slide that over to going across the pond to Norway, oh wow, you are getting some weather there. Oh, yeah, you got snow down in the southern Norway. Wow, look at that. Yeah, this is all snow down here. It's down in yeah, that's all snow in the southern part of just southwest of Oslo. So that's, if you're getting snow, that's where you are at, Laura. Yeah. They got some weather over in Europe as a whole there, dude. Look at down there. Let's see, Ireland, the UK, over northern Germany, Denmark. I live in, I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to say southwest. Okay, let's see if we can find you here. Let's see. Be southwest, so let's see. It'll be right around in here somewhere, southwest. I think we found it. H-A-U-G. I think you're right there, right? Yeah, there you are, right there. S-U-N-D. Oh, it's E-S. Yeah, that's it. E-S-U-N-D. Yeah, we got you right here. Right there. There's where Laura lives, right there. Boy, you're getting the weather. Yep, there it is. We found you. You're right on the coast there, so you're getting the blunt of it there, Laura. Yeah, you can see. I got the arrow. There it is, right there. You're right under the green. That's your Doppler going on right now in southwest Norway. And you're getting the weather. Of course, you live on the coast, so you're going to get the weather, you know, coming across the channel there, as far as that goes. So that arrow's right where Laura's at. So, yeah, there's Bergen, right there. Bergen is just north of where, see the arrow, that's where Laura's at, and then north is Bergen. So, so that's where Laura lives. And then we're way over here. We're way over here in New York. So that's our world weather going on right now, folks. Yes, and windy here as well, close to the sea. So it's what it. Yeah, it is what it is. Exactly, Laura. So there's our weather as far as that goes. So alrighty, I think that's about it. Oh, Hal went off. Oh, what happened? Oh, the battery's low. Uh-oh. I gotta plug that in. My battery on my laptop. What did it get down to? Oh my god. We're at 10%. Holy jeez. Oh, let me go ahead and shut some things down here on this. Okay. But that's about it. We've been on for what do we got here on the clock here? We got an hour and 25 minutes. We can get over 30 degrees centigrade at summer, so I'm hoping for. Yeah, it can just get better, Laura. It can just get better. You know, we've had last year at this time we had an unusual snowstorm, as far as that goes, and you know the weather's going to be the weather, and you know as far as that goes. So you know you get it today. Probably by the end of the weekend, the snow will be all gone, and okay, I got it. Oh, we got reconnected. Okay, we're reconnected. I got the Bluetooth earplugs in the laptop here, so so I don't really want. Yeah, the snow will be gone soon. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Our weather report for this morning, they said snow. I'm thinking, yeah, right. If it does drop, it's going to melt because the temperature, it's 36 right now. Even at 32, 33, unless it's really super cold up, and we've had snow drop when it was like 35 to 38 degrees, but once it hits the ground, because it's super cold, it's not really super cold up right now. It's cold up there, but to make the snow, but by the time it drops down to our location, let's see our 10-day forecast. As far as that goes, like they're predicting snow for tomorrow now, and the temperatures don't. They're predicting tomorrow at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, because it's going to be 39. It's going to be above. The lowest it's going to be is 33. Maybe higher elevations, because when we're at 33, 34 degrees here at Outlaw, it's when you go like up on the hills. It can drop a couple inches, so I can see snow dropping in the higher altitudes. But everybody gets in a frenzy. Oh, we're going to have snow. We're going to have snow. So I'm not worried about it as far as that goes. And let's see, Sundays. Let's see, Saturday it's going to be a high of 46, low of 35. So right there, it's not going to snow. If it snows, it's going to melt. Okay, be realistic. And then Sunday, 55 degrees. So we'll see. It's always good talking about the weather. It keeps good perspective of what's going on and stuff like that. So like right now I'm looking at, there's cloudy skies out there, but it's nice blue sky. It's drying things out. It looks nice. The robins are bopping around in the yard getting the worms and all that. So so tomorrow I will be doing the Let's Talk Football broadcast to go over the this weekend's week 2 of the United Football League. There's 4 teams, and they're in the second week. There was the 4 games last weekend. 3 of them were really exciting. The 4th one was just, and I think that may be the case. We got some good matchups coming up. I'm a little more familiar with the teams now, with the players, and I'll be outlining something later today as far as that goes. So. But we're coming up in an hour and 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. Laura, I want to say thank you very much for coming in here at the end and having a chat with you. It's always a pleasure, my friend, as far as that goes. I really appreciate that. And let's see, who did we have in here? Let's see. Let's see, how can I do that? Can I go from this one? Let's see if I can go from this one. Let's see, does the chat start from the beginning here? Yeah, it does. Okay, on the guest stars streaming together. So thank you, Big Juice, for Steve from out there in Ohio. Thank you, Tim Fan40, for being here, coming in from Michigan, our resident contractor there, and. Big Juice is sitting here. Thank you, Laura. Laura coming in from Norway. We appreciate you, Laura, as far as coming in for the chat. And he's saying thank you. Have a great day. You have a great day too, Laura. I appreciate it, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And for the viewers here on Twitch who viewed the broadcast today, I know we stepped on a couple other broadcasters, but hey, you know, I'm starting my weekend early. So, but thank you for those people that are watching here on Twitch. I greatly appreciate it, as well as the replays here on Twitch, and also over there on Rumble and YouTube. Thank you very much for the views. I see the numbers, and I really appreciate it from the heart, okay? Greatly appreciate it, and you guys make this a great success as far as that goes. Contributed to the great success of this want-to-be broadcaster. Okay, folks, you all have a great Friday. We made it to Friday. We made it to the weekend. Now we can do the playing around and see what happens. I gotta go take a walk here because it is a walk day. I can't blame the rain as far as not taking a walk. So again, I want to say thank you also for being here. And with that, you all have a great one. You can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. I'm also over as at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook, all one word, The Real Fireman Rich. I'm on X at Fireman Rich, okay? That's my mainstay. I'm starting to say again. And I have no qualms in saying that. So, there's the Penguins. Thank you, Laura. I like the Penguins. As we waddle out of here. All right, you all have a great one. Thanks again, Laura. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Ciao for now. Thanks again, Laura.